Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Novella. Today is May the 10th already, and the 10th always means a top 10 list. Today I chose the best short novels that I could come up with, and you can read them in a day or leaving. But they keep you busy for a very long time. It's like they grow in your mind, and that's just what's so wonderful about the short book. Sometimes big novels can overstretch you and feel almost like a chore, and sometimes short novels they read very quickly, but they stay with you for a very long time, and you can think and reminisce about them for months and months on end. The first book is not really a novel. It is the correspondence between a New York author, Helene Hanff, yeah, that's her, and the people or the employers of Marx and Co. So the author wanted books, very particular books from Marx and Co, and they could always deliver, and over the years they developed a friendship, and especially when in the 40s and 50s, when everything was still on coupons in the UK, she could really help the people, and she sent them lots and lots of packages of food and stuff. So yeah, it was always a treat to see this, and the love for the books and the discussions they had. It is a wonderful, wonderful read and heartwarming. Then, if you are intrigued by 2666 by Roberto Bolaño, but you don't feel like reading the whole, what was it, 1200 pages, this is Distant Star by Roberto Bolaño. It is very good, and actually it talks about the same theme. A Distant Star is about an author who is very full of himself, and his other author friends are not so sure who he really is. It's really good, and it also talks about the same issues that come up in 266. This is like a sort of very well-written summary of 266. I prefer it than 266. A Distant Star by Roberto Bolaño. Really good. Then I thought of Olivia by Deborah Strachey. This is the story about a young girl who is sent to a boarding school, and she befriends her teacher. And yeah, of course, the young girl is smitten by the teacher, but the life of the teacher is not what she thinks it is, and something horrible happens. So yeah, it's a very good short book. It takes a while before she gets, before you can feel the emotions and the things that lie underneath, but it's a good book. The next book I thought of was Adania Shibli's A Minor Detail. This is my Dutch version, I'm sorry for that. But this is a really good story about a girl that is attacked in Palestine by Israeli soldiers, and she's killed. And then there's a Palestine author who wants to investigate her murder so many years after, and actually it's like a sort of a circular movement that history repeats itself. It's really well done. Really well done. And then I also thought of Happening by Ernaux. This is, of course, my Dutch version. Ernaux has just won the Nobel Prize in Literature. And it's a brilliant story about a very emotional event, that happened in her real life, but she tells it with such a distance that it makes it even more compelling and more gripping in a way. And the way Annie Ernaux tells a story, it's always with a distance, but the effect is so much bigger. It's like a sort of a butterfly effect, and it keeps you busy for a very long time. Nobody writes Ernaux like Ernaux. And we always can use a good chuckle now and then. I thought of The Uncommon Reader by Alan Bennett. And this is the story of Queen Elizabeth II, who gets addicted to reading, and she reads everything from Beckett to Proust, and she has so many opinions about them. It's so funny. And the more she reads and the more her job is neglected. And it's a wonderful little booklet. Really, really highly recommended. And then I was thinking of Ian McEwan's On Chessel Beach. This is also a brilliant story about a young couple that just got married, but they struggle with their past, and they struggle with intimacy and their first night together. And this is what the story is about. It's absolutely brilliant, gripping, and it packs a punch. Highly, highly recommended. To me, the biggest literary value I give to this one it is The Lover by Marguerite Duras. Marguerite Duras is, of course, a French author, and this is also autofiction. She had, when she was 15, I think, an affair with a gentleman somewhere in Indonesia, I believe. And she talks about that. But every little sentence has impact, and it's very, very dense. This is a book you read for at least 10 times. At least 10 times. And the more you read it, the more it opens up like a big, big flower. It's very, very well done. The Lovers by Marguerite Duras. And then the next one is by Fumiku Enchi. It's called The Waiting Years. This is an absolutely beautiful but heartbreaking story about a married woman who has to go to Tokyo to buy a geisha for her husband so he can have a mistress, because it's according to their social status. And this is very, very beautiful, well done, and so heartbreaking. This is set in late 19th century. So 1880 somewhere. Very, very well done and absolutely heartbreaking. The last book I thought of was Giovanni's Room by Baldwin. So this is a story when David meets Giovanni in a sort of a bar, and they madly fall in love, but then David's girlfriend comes back from a trip, and David has to pretend, or he tells himself that he has to pretend that the love relationship never has happened, and which is devastating for Giovanni. Heartbreakingly beautiful, so well told. James Baldwin is a master storyteller. So that's it. This is my list of 10 short novels that will make you feel like you're a literary expert. I hope you enjoy them. Please read them. They're really worth your time. And short books mostly don't cost much. So win-win. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.